What's going on YouTube? Steven, a salon guy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be creating waves with the Dyson Airwrap. And for those of you who don't know, this is the Dyson Airwrap and basically has a whole bunch of attachments to it that you can use for creating waves and also straightening your hair. And this is not sponsored by Dyson, although I should be because I've posted some pretty good videos with Dyson and hello, whatever. But anyway, I think what I want to do today is kind of test this out and highlight and see, actually, because I've never done this before, is see what we can do and how fast we can create waves on fully dry hair by using this thing. And the thing about this Dyson is that these attachments, and this is actually designed for consumers, but as a professional, it really does save some time and gives you a little more flexibility, because even though this does get really, really hot, as compared to a curling iron, you know, you're gonna instantly burn your hand because it's like 420 degrees or whatever, however hot you set it. With this, you can have a little more freedom because this does get warm, but it's not gonna like singe your hand like a curling iron will. So I wanna test this out today and see how fast we can create some waves. And the cool thing is about this is that these attachments, it kind of wraps the hair around a certain direction. So for this way, we're gonna go back this way, and then the other side, we'll put the other attachment on and blow it the other way. So this is kind of gonna be fun. Let's get started. This is pretty much silky smooth hair. It's, you know, nothing really has been put in it. And, you know, so if you're starting from scratch with your hair like this, it's fully cleaned, it's blow dried, nice and smooth, and you're like, I wanna create some waves. You know, what I would suggest is using, like, this is my sea salt spray tidal wave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually spray this instead of water throughout the hair, because this does work a little bit better on kind of damp hair, even though it does, you know, grab the hair nicely when it's dry. But at the same time, I think a little bit of texture and moisture in the hair is gonna work great too. And it'll help kind of lock in that curl or that wave and create a nice look. So let's get started with doing the waves. All right, so we're gonna start on the side, and what I've done is I've actually sectioned this off. As you can see through here, I created kind of a zigzag parting, okay? So when we're doing the waves into here, it's not just like, you're not gonna see a harsh line where the division point is separating the front from the back. What this is gonna do, it's gonna actually just give it a, you know, a softer kind of blend going from the back to the front. If you feel like there's not enough product on there, just go ahead and spray a couple spritzes down. And the best way to do this, and I learned this the hard way when I first started, is to actually let the hair just wrap around the Airwrap and let this do the work. And then they suggest hitting it with the cool button to lock it in, and then turn it off, and let's see what we have. All right, so we have a little bit of a bend in through here. Let's try to go through this as quickly as possible, and let's see what kind of look we can get.
Choose from. We got plenty of rooms, just pick one. We got sandal shoes in the middle of June while the J-Box playing our favorite tune. Don't wanna start in this situation. I live my life like a revolution. No, I don't wanna wait no. 'Cause I don't wanna wait no more.
All right, so here's the finished result, and I know it's a hot mess right now, but I just want to talk to you about this Dyson Airwrap. I mentioned before that it's not hot like a curling iron. It's extremely hot, so you do have to be careful. This thing really, really heats up, but I think it's, you know, you're a little safer with this, even though I don't suggest grabbing it, so please be very, very careful. How this works is you unhook this here, unlock it, and then you can change the different attachments. So it's just like a blow dryer, so it does get very, very hot, but I feel it's a little bit easier to work with as compared to like a curling iron. You know what I mean? You're not gonna singe your hand. It's a little more forgiving. Now, clearly you can injure yourself if you do grab it and hold on to it. I mean, it's a hot tool. So again, be very, very careful. So let's take a look at what we have here. I'm just gonna raise the mannequin up a little bit here. And I think overall, you know, did this save time? I mean, I guess, but anytime, and you hairstylists out there, you know, anytime you're doing curls, anytime you're doing waves, I mean, it's just like a process, you know what I mean? It's impossible to get this done in 5 minutes. So I feel it did help as far as timing goes, because you know, I was a little more free flowing with the entire, you know, shape and with the air wrap. So it did help me. I guess it did help me as far as speed goes and stuff like that and efficiency, but you know, anything like this, it's work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rake this back, and again, we're going kind of like with a side parting in through here. Let's rake this all back and see kind of what we have going on. So this is a kind of a extreme parting, but you know, I think the results are pretty good. So if you're looking for a kind of a quick style, and as you know, with mannequins, it's kind of a brutal pain sometimes with the way these things are, with how they lay and stuff like that. But let's take a look and see what we have in through here. So it's created some good movement. I wouldn't say like it's, you know, super wavy or anything like that, but what it did do is create some nice texture and, you know, bring out the layers a little bit more, which I think is pretty nice. So let's look in through here, and let's kind of play around with the style a little bit. So we can spray some hairspray, especially right in the front here, to keep this back. You know, you want to brush this over a little bit and kind of lock this in place. So yes, it's going to be a bit of an extreme parting right in through here like that. But you know, I'll be honest with you, I think this really gave it a lot of volume, a lot of texture. I think it looks nice, looks soft, brings out the, you know, a little bit of a wave. I'd say more movement than like, you know, wave, because the hair wasn't super, super long. But I'm kind of happy with how this came out, to be honest with you. I'm pretty surprised. So I just want to really put this thing through the test to see what kind of looks we can get. And you know, here we have the finished result. Anyway, guys, let me know if you have the Dyson Supersonic, if you're a fan of the tools. I'm using, you know, the Dyson, the blow dryer, the Supersonic blow dryer, which is incredible. I'm using the professional edition. For those of you who actually use them, you know they're great tools, whether you're a stylist or not. So let me know what you think about them. I've been hearing some interesting things about like, oh, the warranty is horrible or this or that. Like, I don't know, but I've had great success with mine. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.